Welcome back to the Chaos. I am ChaosEclipse. Today we are going to be looking at Palworld again. I told you guys in the previous video that we're going to be looking at our Vixie. So for those of you that don't know, our Vixie over here, we have been trying to upgrade our Vixie and we needed like so many pals and everything. So I have been doing some breeding, I've been doing some capturing, everything like that. And our Vixie is going crazy. But in a good way. So our Vixie, if we take a look at it, I'm not going to pull it out of there. If we take a look at our Vixie, I did mark it as a favorite. Actually, it's down here. So you can see here the skills I ended up getting on it. It's Nocturnal, so it's going to work throughout the night. It's Artisan, which is work speed is plus 50%. It's a work slave, so another 30% for the work speed, and it's serious, so another 20% for the work speed. I could have also went with oh, I don't remember which one it was. There was another thing that I could have went with instead of Nocturnal, but Nocturnal was the one that I basically ended up with. So I tried increasing 3 different Vixies. And every time I tried it, I started finding better ones and better ones. So then I started mating the better ones together, and I ended up with this one that has 4 things that I actually want. So it did take a while. I'm not going to say this was easy. This was actually very hard and took quite a while. They went through I want to say somewhere around like 25 cakes for me to get this one. So just because like I had one with Work Slave and Nocturnal, and then I had one with Artisan by itself, and then I had one with Sirius by itself. Just because they have those, so I made the one with Artisan and the one with Sirius first. And just because they have those does not mean that the baby is going to come out with Artisan and Sirius. I think the first one I did actually came out with Artisan and Clumsy, and it didn't even get Sirius. And then the next one I did came out with Sirius and something else, and it didn't get Artisan. So it actually takes a while for these to kind of like match up right. So this took a long time to do this. Plus cooking the cakes take forever. So I locked this one. You can see on the top right where it says favorite. If you hit triangle, you can mark and unmark that as your favorite. I marked it as favorite, so I know that this one is not one that I want to get rid of. And then if you look in the top left, I did increase it all the way. So we do have it maxed out to where it's like it's consumed all the pals that it needs or whatever. So now if you look in the bottom right, where it says work suitability, so the gathering is level 2 and the farming is level 2. If you look at one of the normal Vixies that I still have, which I don't think I have too many, but I'm sure I have some somewhere. Maybe. Yeah, so if you look at a normal Vixie, normally their gathering and their farming is only level 1. So the level 1 is basically that only gives you your blue pal spheres, because they do dig up pal spheres for those of you that don't know. So if you look here, they'll give you just these normal ones. The level 2 one can also dig up megaspheres, gigaspheres, and hyperspheres. I haven't gotten any ultra or legendary, but it does go all the way up to hyper. And at first I was like, oh, they changed it, because if you look over here, they're all just normal spheres. But that's just how they look. So when I go in there and pick them up, if you look on the left side of the screen, above where I have my Ragnarok, let me go put up the rest of these pals real quick. I forgot that I had these. This was from the previous video. So if you look on the left side of the screen, up where I have my Ragnarok, if I pick up an item, let's come over here. There's usually items on the ground, but of course there are none. So if you look on the left side, right above the Ragnarok, you can see there I got wood 233. So when I pick up these pal spheres, I want you to look at that left side of the screen. It will tell you all of the different spheres that I'm picking up. It'll show the arrows. It'll show the gold. It'll also show honey, because I do have a bee guard in there. So I want you to pay attention to the pal spheres, because like I said, it's not only going to give me normal ones, it is going to give me the other stuff. And keep in mind, like I said, this did take a while. So you're not going to just kind of rush through this immediately, but I would say that you should probably start doing this as early as possible, because these normal spheres do kind of go obsolete very quickly. So let's go ahead and start picking them up. Like I said, watch the left side of the screen there. So look at that. We got megaspheres, gigaspheres, more megaspheres, more gigaspheres, more mega, more giga, and no hyper ones that time. But that's okay. That is okay. I'm alright with that. Because we are still getting, we also got the normal PAL ones as well. As you can see though, I have also been having them put stuff in here. The hyper ones, I only put one in here, but I've ran through and I've picked up hyper ones. We have been getting Mega and Giga a little more because I had one of each in there, and then these ones I usually just break in half and throw half in here because that is a lot of stuff in my inventory. So, but yeah, so just keep in mind there's another Mega one. Just keep in mind that that you can get up to hyper spheres. If we hang around a bit, I'll try to show you again because I don't want you guys thinking that I'm lying about it. So, like I said, her work speed is way up there. So she's going to be digging quite fast, quite a lot. If we also look at her on the right side where it says stats, her work speed is at 331. That is also because I used her and I brought her over to this thing here. And I increased her work speed all the way up there as well. So I put another 100% in her there. And the way that you guys do this, I will show you real quick. For anyone who does not understand how this works. So you take the POW that you want, which we have another one exactly like her, I believe. So this one here. Yeah, exactly like her. So Artisan, Sirius, Work Slave, and Nocturnal. You put it in your thing here, and you can see this one's level 6, and it is it's not the one that's currently working on the farm because that one is down here, who's a level 15. And this one also has the 4 stars. This one does not have any stars. So what you do is you take the one that you want to upgrade, and then you'll come over to the condenser here, hit square on it. You will throw in the POW that you want, so make sure that they're in your party. You can do it out of here too, but it's so much easier for you guys to do it in your party, and then also make sure that you lock them so you don't accidentally condense them into something else or anything like that. But you'll hit X on it. It'll go in the big slot up there where you see the picture real big. Then you have to go over to the other Vixies that you have. So we have, looks like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 here. So, at the bottom center of the screen, it says select PALs to use as essences. So basically, the ones that you're going to throw in here, you're going to lose. Like, they're going to be gone forever. So make sure you don't throw anything in there you don't want to. But you can see also it says 0.4. So every time I throw one in there, it's going to give it a 1/4 of a bar. After you put 4 in there, it'll go to the next level, and that's already going to give it 1 star. So if I hit the options button on the PS5 controller, I can do it now. It'll give it 1 star, but it's not going to increase the gathering or the farming. That does not happen until you get all 4 stars. So the first one is going to be 4, and then if you want to keep going, you can keep going, and it'll start counting the next one as well. But I'm just going to show you the 1 star because I don't even have enough to max out the next one. So we'll hit the options button here. It asks, are you sure you want to use them? They're going to vanish, blah, blah, blah. You're going to hit yes. And then you're going to hit OK. And you can see now that this one, if you look on the right side, it does have 1 star. But the gathering and the farming are still low. So like I said, you do have to max it out. So the first time you do it, you're going to need 4 pals. The second time you need it, you're going to do 16 pals. Then it goes to 32 pals. And then it goes to 64 pals. So you need over 100 of the same exact pal. Their passives don't matter. Just make sure that the one that you are upgrading, their passives are good. But you need over 100 pals in order to condense it and max it out completely. I don't remember what the number is. Obviously, if you do 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 4, that's how many pals you need. Not counting the one that you're condensing the other ones into. Also, if you use this one, because it has 1 star now, so if I put this one in there first, just to show you guys, and then I grab this one, which actually I can't because I have it marked as a favorite. So let me unmark it as a favorite real quick. So it's unmarked now, and I'm not actually going to do this, but I just want to show you guys. So if I grab a random one of these Vixies and I put that one in there first, you can see that's not the one with the star. The one with the star is this one. If I put this one in there first, you can see in the bottom center it says 0.4. If I put this one in there next, it's still not letting me do it, I guess because it's in the party. Hold on. So let's take it out of our party. And I won't lose it because I know which one it is. It has the star, duh. Okay, so it's this one here. That's the one with the star. We're going to pick the one without the star. Put that one in there. You can see we need 0, 4. If we put the one with the star in there, you hit X on it. If you noticed, it already took 5 pals technically, because it took the 4 from the essence it already has, and I guess it took the 1 that it is. So it jumped all the way to 1 of 16 from going from 0 to 4 to 1 of 16. So if you don't have to do this, but if you end up doing a PAL that you're like, oh man, I spent so much time on this and I did the wrong one, it didn't have the abilities I want, I would say do one. It doesn't matter what the abilities are on it. If you max one out, like if I take the one that is working over there right now, if I take the one that's working out there right now and I put it on one of my other PALs, like if I put it on the one that we were just looking at, which is this one here, it'll max it out because it already has all the essence it needs and you'll be putting it in there. So just take that into consideration. I'm going to go ahead and favorite that one again because I might want more than one of these guys. But real quick, let's go back over here and we're going to see if we can at least get one hyper ball out of this. Megasphere, Pal Sphere. Still no hyper. You're making me look bad, Vixie. You're making me look bad. But that's also why she's working so hard, is because she's nocturnal, so she's going to work throughout the night. Her work speed is ridiculously increased. In fact, we can go ahead and pull her out real quick so I can show you guys her work speed. So we will grab her. We'll throw her in our party here. We'll come over to this. You can see here, so it's 30% max work speed, and I didn't do anything else, but you can see there that she does have the max work speed there. And then if you guys want to reset that, you can. And since we have her in the party, I'll actually show you guys what I was talking about. So if we come over here, oh no, she can't be in the party. So let's take her out of the party. We won't put her back in the thing yet, we'll just drop her in here. And she should have went next to the other one we have locked. Yeah, that's her. So that's our 1 star, that's our 4 star, and then we have all these other ones. Let's unlock her. And then we'll come over here. And so say that the one that we maxed out, which is this one, say she's crap, she didn't have good passive skills, and now I found this one that has amazing passive skills and I want to do this one. This one has no stars at all, so if I put this one in there first, you can see, like I said, down at the bottom it says 0.4 pals, or 0.4 essences. If I do the one that I already maxed out, hit X on it, it already maxes out that one. So it went from the 0 to 4 all the way to 64 of 64. So if I did this, it would already give this one 4 stars off of just the one that already had 4 stars. So just keep that in mind. That's something you guys might want to take into consideration. Maybe you don't have a PAL now that you want to increase yet because you don't have the ideal stats on it, or whatever the case may be. My suggestion is do it now. Do it while you have the PALs in general, because they're also taking up space in your PAL box here. So just do it now. Just go ahead and put it in there now, and then you can correct that later on once you have what's it called? Once you have the actual. Oh no, she was not in there. She was in with the She was in with the B guard. But you guys can correct it later once you have the PAL that you do want. But yeah, she just keeps working for me, and I get non-stop spheres all the way up to the Ultra. So, and I have picked some up. It's just they haven't been putting them in the box. Which actually they might have dropped some over here because I have been getting confused with that. No. And no. Because they're not going to put them in here. They're not going to put them in there. They're not going to put them in here. And everybody's already waking up. Alright. But yeah. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the comments section. Thank you all for joining me. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys stay safe out there. Love you all. Thanks for your subscriptions. I hear a shiny. That's a big boy. We're going to go capture him. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.